Showboating Sports, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please hit like, subscribe, and share. And if you coming back to the channel, thank you guys for coming back. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Today, you saw the topic, Bud fights fans again. Plus, Bud is going to be doing a little bit of live. Man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Plus, when my boy ATL rolls up in the camp, there's something that he played for us yesterday was a sound bite he got off another channel. So we want to clear some things up about that. So before we get started, let's just keep on rolling, my guys. Let's get into it.
Guess they forgot who I am and what I represent, what I stand for. It's the king for a fall, but I outshot them all.
All right. Like I said, we back. Make sure if you're new to the channel right now, just hit like. Into this thing, we're gonna let people start rolling on in, and we're gonna go ahead and get the party started. So let's just let people roll on into this camp and go ahead and see what's crack-a-lacking tonight. So you guys saw that Bud is back at it again, ready to fight everybody than who he should fight. You know, Bud is ready to fight everybody but the one person he should fight. Like I said, you saw it in the title. Bud is ready to fight some spectators, some fans, and now Bud is out on Twitter going at somebody's throat again. Craziness, man. Craziness. But we're gonna represent. We're gonna represent tonight. You know how we do. Like I said, we're letting everybody roll up here in the camp. See who's all up in this piece, man. All right. Let's see who's all rolling up in here. Let's get these things up and going. Okay, we ready. We ready. All right. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. So I'm going to share with you guys right now a picture of what's going on with Bud. And Bud is showing up for this this thing so you guys can see what I'm definitely talking about. Hold on. Here we go. We're going to put this thing right up real quick for you. Here we go. Right here. You see Bud right here right now on Twitter. You see right there at the top. Said some dude said Ninjas worry about fighting Spence, and Ninja worry about fighting Spence because Bud put up something on there, and so the guy had a little bit of a problem with Bud, and he said, man, worry about fighting Spence. Bud said, go get some money, Ninja, and get off my nuts. So that's how Bud responded to him. And you guys see on the screen, that's what it is. But here's another one where Bud was out there outside arguing with a fan and calling the fan up, asking the fan, can you fight? And the fan said, yeah, I can. And we can do this, but I'll bring Spence with me and let Spence handle that situation. Same thing I would have told Bud, man. I mean, come on, Bud. You got to have thicker skin than that, man. You got to have thicker skin than that, man. It just doesn't make sense, man. Doesn't make sense for you out here trying to fight people, man. It just doesn't. It doesn't, man. It's crazy. I don't understand it. But hey, I guess it happens. It's boxing, and Bud is quick to call people out. Like I said, Bud argue and fight with everybody, but who he needs to fight with. So also.
Technical problem. Hadn't seen that glitch before, but hopefully that straighten itself out real quick. Alright, so we're going to Twitter. Well, not Twitter, we're going on to this Instagram. To clean some stuff up. Gotta see this, gotta hear this, some comes up right now. We'll find out exactly what's going on. We can sound about the night. Here we go. See what this is. What's coming on? So we're playing up in the high now. Alright, so listen, y'all. I'm about to give it to y'all raw and uncut. You know, I started talking to Team Spence, I would say, an hour hand in room about May, you know, right after his fight, you know, just going back and forth, you know, they send me proposal with the interest of Spence and the Crawford fight. This is real talking now. We didn't get a contract until August, and it was just kind of like a regular contract. It wasn't nothing. It was initial proposal. It wasn't even a contract. It was a proposal, and since Crawford, the intention. I got 7 talks with that. Okay, so we go on basically the negotiations of what a contract would look like before we actually got the actual contract. Al goes in to saying a guy that I don't know, never represented me, not affiliated with Team Crawford, have no whatsoever place in Team Crawford's, stable, representing me in a contract which I have nothing upon that I agreed to. So basically, that was a standpoint of what the contract would look like. So basically, I'm talking to Al, and I'm like, Al, come on, man, I don't even know this guy. How can you do that? And he's like, the guy said he's a 30-year team and whatnot. And, he's going back and forth. I was a good dude, man. I was a, charming guy, he's a cool dude, I kind of like talking to him, but at the same time, Spence is an out guy. I'm not. So of course he's gonna do what's best for, his fighter, his guy. That's like, any other manager / advisor, he would do the best for his fighter. So, we talk on the phone, I get advice from other guys in PBC. They tell me, be careful, make sure the deal is right. They tell me, make sure you don't get fucked. Just normal things from guys that's in base stable that I'm friends with. I honestly can say I'm friends with. So, we go on and on, and of course, me and Al, we going back and forth about, the numbers. We're not going back and forth about anything else. We're just going back and forth about the numbers. All in all, I have 2 companies, that reach out to me that, wanted to give me a Spence $25 million guaranteed. $25 million guaranteed up front. So, a real guy like myself, I call Spence. Hey, bro, look, listen, I got this company that's willing to give us $25 million a piece, guaranteed. What's up? What you gonna do? You like $25 million, what about the back end? I'm like, dude, listen. If they make their money back, then we get 82. It's simple math. I said, man, we got people still in the fight. They got the fire shit. He like, man, I got a fire shit too.
Sorry because I'm trying to straighten out this quick audio real quick. Hopefully it glitched earlier. I don't know if that was a problem or not, but we can go ahead and try to see if we can get it straightened out real quick. Hold on guys. Just give me 1 second, Hold on guys, hold on.
Al said, his mother was, not doing too well, and I honor that and I respect that. Family first. I'm a family oriented type of guy, so I know what it is, to you know put your family first. So I'm cool with that. But then again, as negotiations still drag on, and I had stated that I wanted to fight in this year. Um, I asked Al again because we seemed like we wasn't getting nowhere. So I asked.
So how does the audio sound? Can you guys hear that pretty good? Is it not echoing? Is it clear? Let me know if you guys can hear it really good. I'm gonna keep on letting it roll.
I'll get myself and my lawyer, and we just make this fight. Anything we gotta do, we can do it right there and sign, seal, deliver. And Al told me straight up, that ain't never happened in the history of ever, where two fighters sit down at the table and they come to an agreement and they get a fight
Cool,
made
cool.
like that.
Salute
Not
everybody.
even Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. So I'm like, okay, well, it's the first time for everything. I never heard of a fighter ever taking zero guarantee in a fight. I never heard of a fighter of a 4 rounder taking 0% of a guarantee. That is something that's new to me, but that's something that I was willing to do to make this fight happen. A lot of people, they say, "Oh, well, Terrence, you ducked," or "Terrence, you did this and you didn't want to fight Spence." I'm the only one that was taking all the risks. You know, I told him, "All right, cool. I take no guarantee. I take, the less end of the money. You know, whatever it is you want, I take it because that's how much confidence I got that I'm gonna beat that man. That's how much confidence I got. I'm gonna beat that man. So, even though I know I was getting fucked in the long run, I just, wanted a little transparency. I said, okay, if I'm gonna bet on myself and I'm gonna go against all the odds, then I wanna, a little transparency. Of course, I want to be able to write off on, you know, things that's gonna affect my check. Of course, I want to see if the numbers add up to what they telling me. You're not gonna go in. It's just simple to me to think that a person will go in a business with a person 50-50, and this person would tell them, well, you got to give me 50% down and I give you 50%. And then you say, oh, well, I'm not going to tell you how much we really made, but I'm going to just give you this. You just got to trust me. Come on now. It don't make no sense. I never was offered, I never was offered a guarantee, not once. I never, was given anything. But here, you want this fight? We gonna fuck you, and then you got what you want. But that's how much confidence and faith I have in myself. I took it all. I took it all. I took the risk. You know, big risk, big reward. That's how I look at it. And I believe in my abilities, and I believe in myself. So I'm like, it's whatever. You know, Errol Spence, he can't say the same. He can't say the same. He on audio. I saying Al Heyman gonna go make sure he's good. He's in the best position to win this fight. Of course he is. He supposed to. You know, you got everything surrounding you to help you. You know, so people mad at me because Al told me if I don't take this fight, he's just gonna go and Errol Spence gonna make 8 million, eight figures. He's gonna make 8 figures without me. So basically, he telling me, well, you take this fight or leave it, or you got nothing. Basically, because we've been dragging and dragging and dragging. So when I don't know, like the type of caliber of people that he been dealing with or they been dealing with. But I'm not the type of guy to just sit on my ass and sit on my hands for no man to feed my family. So you mad at me for taking a fight with a tough opponent, you know, you may not know him, but he's a tough opponent.
Nah, he ain't no tough opponent. Not
For a
on
bigger
Buzz.
purse, a guarantee that I wasn't even gonna get. You crazy in the head. You crazy in the head. So now here we go. You know what I mean? Back to square, you know what I mean? One. Like, what do you really expect? You expect me to be disrespected, ran over, stepped on, and just sit there and just take it. That's crazy. That ain't my style. See, me personally, I wasn't even gonna say nothing because I'm not the talkative type. And y'all pretty much know that. But
We've been putting
sometimes, you
pressure
know,
on that
you
ass,
gotta,
man.
you gotta, you gotta
That's
say
why he's talking.
what's real. You gotta say what's on your mind, and you gotta stop letting these people just do what they want with you. A lot of people say, "Well, did he ask to see Bob Arum's books? Did he ask for transparency with Bob Arum?" No, I didn't. You know why?
Exactly.
A lot of y'all probably don't even know why, but I was signed to Bob Arum. I wasn't my own boss. I was given a guarantee on every single fight that I fought for Bob Arum in Top Rank. That's the difference. That's the difference, you guys. So if you guys can't understand that, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You know, so I stated that I want to fight this year, and that was my thing. I wanted to fight this year. So we going back and forth, numbers, boom, 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 boom. So the transparency part, that was the dragger. Where was Errol Spence at? I didn't hear Errol Spence. Where was the tweets? I didn't hear
Exactly,
the
Clint.
tweets. I didn't see the tweets. Where was this guy at? He was under a rock. If you a real, if you're a real one, like you say you is, like the truth, you'll come out and tell the truth. You tell the truth, buddy. Come on, man. I called you and told you, listen, got this bread on the table, man. What is you doing? What is you doing? You're not your own boss, my dude. So stop saying that you your own boss. Stop saying that you the truth and you this and you that, but you got to answer to a lot of people, my dude. You got to answer to a lot of people, and I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. They got you to where you is now. They got you to where you is now. But you know, I don't know. Just I'm just saying. But like when you look at it, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, why you didn't fight Boots or why you didn't fight Ortiz?" Well, them names that never came up. I would have fought them names in a heartbeat. Come on, man. I'm the best fighter in the world. Who you think I am? Who you think I am? I'm the best fighter in the world. I always fought in my mandatories. I ain't never ducked my mandatories. But
Ortiz is
you
his
know,
mandatory, ain't he?
yet and still, I hear through the grapevine, Spence is about to fight a guy that he promised and he swear that he wasn't going to fight.
Spence ain't
which
fighting
is Keith
Keith, man.
Thurman.
He ain't fighting Thurman.
Now I don't know how true that is, but that's what's floating around. So, what's up with the trueness with that? You swear up and down that you're not gonna fight this guy. You don't care what nobody say. Now you about to fight him. So that means you was lying, buddy. But you know why he got to fight Thurman? You want to know why, fans? Because of the money. It's all about the money. Come on now. He not gonna make that much money fighting Ortiz or Boots? Come on, man, it's obvious. Who Spence gonna fight besides me that's gonna make, $20 million? Nobody. I don't know. But I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I don't know how truthful it is, but Floyd say, he's the spokesman of PBC and he's our right hand man. We done heard that on numerous occasions, and Floyd came out and said that the fight wasn't happening in this year. So y'all mad at me for going to get a bag? When did that ever happen?
Yeah, we pissed.
Y'all mad at me for going to get a bag? Come on, man. We're gonna turn up with BLK crime.
Can't even get it right.
You know what I mean? We're gonna do our thing, man. We stepping up to the plate, man. They turning boxing around, man. All the biggest fights, you know what I mean, going through them. They the new wave. Hey, giving these fighters, they just do. You want to fight this guy, they're gonna make it happen. It's simple. But hey, my intentions is still the same. After this fight, Spence, successful. I'm successful. He said he gonna spin the block. Then let him spin the block so I can drop him off where he's standing. And that's just how I'm gonna keep it. It's just that simple. He spin the block. We're gonna be ready for whatever. And y'all fans, y'all can, chop it up and edit it and put it however y'all want and try to change the narrative or my words. But December 10th, tune in to BLK Pride. Black Pride, baby. We in the building. Tune in, y'all. If y'all don't, y'all some haters. If y'all do,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm a hater. I'm a hater,
bud.
It is, man. I'm a hater. The kid. I ain't supporting it. I ain't supporting it. I ain't supporting that, man. I ain't supporting it, bud. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I said it and I'm gonna stand on it. I'm standing on that, bud. I'm standing on it, bro. I am not supporting that crap. Not me. Not your boy. Boy can't do it. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I can't support that crap, man. I can't support that crap, man. I can't. I can't support that, man. I don't know about you guys, but I can't. Well, you know what, man? What are y'all thoughts on this, man? Yeah, man. And like I said, the phone line's open. Y'all see let me go and put the number across the screen, man. Let you guys be able to call on in, sound off on that one. You guys can come on. The phone lines are open, 954-408-3312, man. You guys can call in and sound off. Tell me how y'all feel about it. And I'm ready to start dropping it off how I feel. Yep. Yeah. Let you guys call on in. There it is. It's open. It's open. Phone lines open. Guys can call in, sound off, man. Oh my goodness, man. Where are we at with this one, man? Where are we at with this one? Oh my God. We had a show tonight. But Bud came in and said that what he was gonna say about this whole situation, right? Ah, man. Hey, man, everybody roll up in the building, man. Appreciate you guys rolling through. Thank you guys for coming on. Let's go and get to this, man. Let's go on, put it out there on the table, man. Yeah, David said I wouldn't watch that for free. Yeah, man, I'm not watching free. Oh man. So Dan said pathetic and sad. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. It's just boxing. That's it. 25 million cash. That's what he said. Hold on. Here we go.
Call from
ATA Unanimous Boxing Sports.
Hello? Showboat Sports.
What's going on with you, man?
What's
It's
going on?
ATL, man.
How you doing, man? How you doing? How you feel about that?
I'm cooling, man. Hey.
Before we go into there, I got to tell you something, man. I'm
Uh-huh.
great. Can you still see your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to take a look at your screen real quick, right? Because I got something for you.
Okay.
What I did was I went ahead and looked into something real quick. Hold on, okay, tell me if you can see this on the screen. What that is right here on this screen is bam, it should be popping up right now. You see that yet?
On the regular screen or on mine?
No, on mine, on the screen right now, right across my face. You see that up there?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. You know what that is? That was from a year ago. That was this time last year. You remember that sound bite you played for me?
Yeah.
That's where that came off of. I knew I heard that before. So I went and found it on my own because the person, you know, I don't dog other channels unless they line up to get in. And this is not towards him, but I don't put stuff out there because certain things, this is how I feel about it. If you pay a sound bite or something like that, you should always have a reference point of what it is because it can mislead people, right? I'm not saying Bud ain't ducking. Bud has definitely ducked. So I'm not saying that. But that soundbite said that PBC is rolling out the red carpet. I'm past that fight and all of that, right? But when you put it up now, it seems like Bud just said that after this whole incident. Bud said this right before the Sean Porter fight, and if you look on there, that timestamp that's on there, that's exactly what timestamp you go to. It was with Brian Custer, and Brian Custer was asked about the Earl Spence fight, and he said, man, I don't know about it. I'm only focusing on Sean Porter, and I'm past that right now. He said, I think it's weird that they rolled out the red carpet and trying to get me. He said, it was F me back then when I was with them, and that was messing up my money. He said, so now that I'm not with that, I feel some type of way. That's a good business move for PBC, but it's not a good business move for me. So when it's all said and done with, I don't know if I want the Earl Spence fight because of that, because they've been holding me back. So that's what the whole context was. You see what I'm saying? But when they just play that little sound bite, it seems like he's saying it now that he'll never fight Spence again. Well, you heard on this right here, that's not true because he did say he will go drop Spence off, knock him out and drop him off, right? So he's still saying he's willing to fight Spence. But I don't know about that, but you know. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I just want to get that out there real quick, let you know I researched that for you, man.
Okay, yeah. But man, that interview that he just did, man, you know that's full of crap, man. He didn't even know his promotion company name, man. Like, come on.
That's sad, man. That's
sad.
You
know what I'm saying? You missed the name twice. And then you just made up some random stuff, man. Like you actually admitted that you ducked. And then you just said some stuff that didn't even make no sense, man. Like, at the end of the day, everybody want to see this fight. You know that.
Right.
You know that. And you take this route and then try to clown if Spence is fighting Thurman. Thurman is a way better man than who you fighting.
Exactly.
And he only had to fight this man because you didn't fight him. Yeah, that's what I had to say about it, man. That's what I called in.
Okay, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was gonna let you get all out, man. I didn't want to cut you off on anything, bro. But yeah, man. Did you hear on there where Spence said? I mean, he said that he said me and this man offered $25 million. I guess he was talking about him and Avanesian, right? David Avanesian. Did he say? Did Bud say that? If you guys heard that, please correct me if I'm wrong when he said that. So he said that him and David Avanesian got that. What do you think about that?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
So basically, BLK, a name he couldn't pronounce, is gonna pay them $50 million.
Hell no.
All right, man. Appreciate you calling in, man. But like I said, it wasn't a blow towards your company, man. But that's why I say most companies got to make sure that they put that reference point up there so people know. And I looked on his video, didn't find the reference point, and I had to fight like hell to go find that for you. But I wanted to clear that up for you, man.
Okay, it's all good, but hey, it's still going the same way, so it ain't no different. He's still running.
It ain't. Bud's still ducking. Bud is still ducking, but we got to make sure we got our T's crossed and our I's dotted. You know what I mean? Because when you talking to these Bud lovers, the Bud lovers, oh man, y'all they're gonna want us to be correct. So we just gotta be correct when we roast that.
I ain't even seen none lately. Honestly, I don't know what it is.
Man, they somewhere hiding. All right, ATL.
They can come from up under that rock. Yeah. All right, man. Have a good one, man.
Appreciate you, man. All right. Yeah, so what do y'all think about that, man? Bud said he made $25 million. Him and David Avanesian made $25 million. Said he wanted to fight Spence. I mean, you heard all this stuff that he was talking. And what I was doing on my phone, I was actually going in there asking him, is Spence next? Is Spence next? Because all the other shit don't matter, man. All that other stuff is smoke and mirrors, man, right? Just say what you're going to say, bud. And what do we always say? Stand on it, man. Man, bud, just say what you got to say, man. We don't care about all the hoopla. We don't care about you and Spence not being a part of that. Spence was wanting to fight and didn't get to fight. So there you have it. And to me, it was all Bud. So what can you say? What can you say, man? It was all on Spence, man. I mean, it was all on Bud. It's all on Bud, man. Yeah, Hollywood. Yeah, he should have just said he needed a tune-up. Said no, he said him and Spence was going to get $25 million a piece. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I thought he was saying him and David Avanesian was going to get that. And he couldn't turn that money down, so he went ahead and done it. They offered both of them that. But if my thing is this, if he did say that, I had to go play it back, make sure I'm clear because I was messing with that sound and stuff. But if he's saying, let me get this straight. If you said you and Spence was going to get $25 million and you knew that, then what's all the other hoopla about? Why they got to show you this guarantee? Why you got to do that? And see, what he don't understand is when you take guaranteed money, you most of the time make less. You know what I'm saying? Because what the promoter does is, what Bob Arum does is, he gives you a certain amount. He gives you like $5 million up front, right? Then they go out and they promote it and do all this, and they make all the money off the back end. They make everything else. You get in one set little pot. That's it. Oh, because Bud knew the questions they was going to ask him. Bud didn't want to answer those questions. Yeah, what's up, T-Word? Yeah, yeah, he wanted, yeah, but he wouldn't do it. Yeah, but see, this is the thing. I actually played it. I had it live on here where we could hear it, so everybody heard it, so they'll know exactly what you're talking about when you say it. Had it in here. We had like one or two little mishaps on it, but it was going good. Yeah, we got to hear it. We definitely got to hear that. We definitely got to hear that. And it was good hearing that too. I liked it. Hey, because let me tell you something. Everybody's going to dissect that one, man. Everybody's going to dissect that one. You know? Everybody's going to dissect that one. That's how that was going to go down. So Bud just threw himself right out up under there, didn't he? Didn't he? Yeah, Bud threw himself right out there, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, man. He said, don't know, some kind of mystery company could be BLK Gangster or Black Muslims. Who knows? Who knows what they are? He said, so Bud, you believe in yourself or not? Yeah. BLK gonna lose on that back end for this avocado fight. Yeah. And he gonna say it's a dangerous fight. It is not a dangerous fight for Bud. It shouldn't be. It should not be a dangerous fight for Bud. It shouldn't be. But you know, it is boxing and shit happens, man. You know. Yeah, that's what he did. He tried to make us believe it's a fight. Ain't nobody convinced in that, man. See, this is the thing. Listen, channels like what we all got, what we all own, is putting so much pressure on Bud because they calling Bud out. Fans are sick of that shit. They sick of it. So now he's going out there trying to put out fires and stuff like that. And it's crazy, man. He's trying to put out fires and stuff, and it's not gonna work, man. Only thing that's gonna work is that Bud just going out there and trying to fight Spence. Period, man. That's the only thing that's gonna work. We all tired of hearing that, man. Yeah, Mean Machine beat him, Dave Avanesian. Yeah, he did. But this is the problem. Bud better not take that dude lightly. Bud should just roll all over that dude. But the problem is when you keep taking all these damn soft touches, you done took time off, you've been doing everything else, going around, having fun, talking about you're gonna be in the Hall of Fame. You better hope you don't slip up and that dude get in the lucky punch. It's gonna change the whole thing. I hope Spence and Bud wins this next fight, man. The fight was here. The fight was here for both of these cats, man. The fight was here for both of these cats, man. Bud, listen, Bud was playing games in the beginning, period. I don't care what Bud say. He was playing games. He was taking his time, man. He was taking his time. Because at the end of the day, you still looking for guaranteed money. If you your own boss, you already know. If you know, okay, I might not be getting guaranteed money up front, but I'm going to get money off the back end. That's what's going to happen. You're going to get money off the back end. Period. 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 And you know what else? Bud's getting so much pressure. Let me show you this. This is what I had up, guys. This is what I want to show you guys. Because you guys say he was on trying to fight that. But look at this. Here's his Twitter thing. See that? Bud put up something earlier today, and this dude said, nah, he said, Ninja, worry about fighting Spence. And he said, Bud said, go get you some money, Ninja, and get off, and get off my nuts. That's what he said to him. Hold on, let me clear that where you guys can see that. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, where you guys can see that. See what I'm saying? So he put that up there for everybody to see it, right? So there you have it. So there you have it, right there, right across the screen. You guys see that? So he put that up earlier. And then I saw him put up not too long after that. I guess he's getting tired of it because everybody was eating that dude alive, man. Everybody was going after Bud today. Everybody was. You know what I mean? Everybody's fed up with it. So Bud feeling the pressure. And Bud knows it's going to flop. That's why he said, did you hear what Bud said? He said, either support me or you a hater. Why you got to be a hater? Because I don't want to go spend that money to go watch you fight. If that's the case, I just go and cash app you the money now if it don't matter who you fight. He said he'd fight Boots if it was presented. Why is it got to be? This is what I don't understand about champions like Keith Thurman and Bud. They always waiting on somebody to send them a contract. Why don't you get your people to send them a contract? You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe I'm wrong on how that works, but it just seems like every time I turn around, Spence is throwing something out there. I want to fight this guy. Al, go make it happen. He asked who he wants to fight. Deontay Wilder say who he wants to fight, right? Now, I understand that the average person can't go, well, I mean, okay, let's just say this. You can't take somebody like, let's say David Avenesian. Let's say him. You can't take David Avenesian and he go send Spence a contract because Spence ain't gonna take that shit at all. So you gotta fight within your level. You know what I mean? You can't go take somebody and go, okay, we're gonna send a contract up there because you can't pay them that kind of money. So you hoping they send you a contract or the belts put you in there for that fight. Nah, you ain't wrong at all. Okay, Diana. Yeah. So I mean, that's the way it goes, man. That's the way it goes. I mean, you know, you think about it, man. All we care about, man. Forget all the shucking and jiving. Forget all the damn smoke and mirrors, Bud. Forget about that shit, man. All we want to hear from Bud is saying, man, we're gonna make this fight happen. Period. I'm not fighting nobody else but him. I don't care what they offer me. I want the Spence fight. Same way Spence did, and go get the shit over with. Because BLK roll up in there and you act like it's the last minute. It wasn't the last minute, man. Y'all been doing that stuff behind closed doors and you was positioning yourself. And BLK is getting ready to lose a lot of money off this shit. But I don't think they care. I don't think they care because they got to know. Listen, if you got that kind of money, millions and millions of dollars, you got to know you're going to lose it. You got to know you're going to drop some money, man. So Ricardo Johnson said the A side seeing control. Yeah, the A side does. But at the end of the day, if you look at Keith Thurman and you look at Bud, both of them could really keep. I don't really know who would be. I say Bud would be the A side in that because Bud still holds a belt, right? But Keith Thurman and Boots, Keith Thurman is really would be A side against Boots, period. Because he has the name. Neither one of them got a belt. Now, Boots is a better position in some of the sanctioning bodies, but Keith is still gonna be higher ranked in the WBC because he lost his belt over inactivity. He didn't lose it because he got beat. It was inactivity. So right there, Keith could have sent that. Just like Bud could have sent it to Boots. Bud had the belt. He could have sent it to Boots. He could have sent it to Ortiz, Boots, Keith Thurman, any of them guys. And I know what they said, what Blue Blood was saying that, oh, well, we needed to have a good fight and we need to find somebody that could fight him. So we knew David Avanesian would. So my point is, why didn't you send it to Boots and all the rest of them? You know what I mean? For that kind of money that you say that you paying these guys, Boots would have gladly took that money. Period. Point blank. Keith Thurman would have took those millions of dollars to fight Bud. So it doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. It's more smoke and mirrors, man. It's more smoke and mirrors. I'm glad. This is one thing that I'm glad. We have a victory, guys. We got a victory, and we're going to celebrate this victory. Let me tell you what that victory is. We made Bud get his ass up and come out and address the fans. When has Bud ever come out there to go put out a to douse some fires? No, normally Bud is like, man, I don't need nobody. Bud knows he needs us. That's why at the very end, what did Bud say? Hey, man, come support my fight. If you don't support my fight, you hating. Yeah. You can say what you want to, but everybody's going to be hating on you, bruh, because ain't nobody really buying that fight. But it doesn't matter to Bud because Bud, guess what? He's got guaranteed money. You know what I mean? He's got guaranteed money. And I guarantee you, BLK, they definitely put him up to that. Because they like, hey, man, all this negative publicity, all this other stuff, man, you got to get out there. You got to say something about the fight. Somebody put Bud up to that. Because Bud, whoever it was, if it was Bud or the rest of his team, somebody's uncomfortable. And that's where we need his ass. Hell yeah, he feeling that heat. Yeah, Bud full of excuses. And he feeling that heat. Why? Hey, listen, Bud ain't never came out and addressed that and been that colorful. Every time Bud, if you go look at some of his other stuff, I don't need him. He always feel like he's sitting on his damn high horse. But guess what? Like I said, he owes the fans. They all owe the fans. They owe all of us. They owe all of us. And it starts with people like us that's out here telling the truth. Why Bud and the rest of the damn channels running out here, Spence has got this fight and Spence got that fight coming out and they could fight later. All that's saying is, man, please support us until Bud makes this money for we make this go through so everybody can elevate their game. That's what it's saying to me. I don't give a hell about none of that, bruh. Y'all did it. What do you say? You got to stand on that, bruh. You got to stand on it. Y'all did it. Stand on it, man. Stand on it. Stand on it. Or apologize. You know what I mean? Because what Bud said was he didn't say shit. All he tried to do was protect himself and throw the blame on Spence is what he tried to do. Period. Point blank, man. He threw it on. Oh, man, I really wanted to make the fight. Man, dude, you just said at the Hall of Fame, oh, man, yeah, man, maybe on down the line. You're talking out the side of your neck, bro. You're talking out the side of your neck, man. That's exactly what you're doing. 1 minute, they got you on camera. Nah, man, you don't really need it. I've done enough. Then what did Bud put up? After everybody started putting heat on his ass, he went on his Twitter. And on his Twitter, what did he put up? All his accomplishments. And we're like, man, we don't care about your accomplishments, what you say they are. They mean something to you, man. But in the boxing world right now, what have you done for us lately? And Sean Porter's, him and his dad laying down on the canvas, laying it down, you know. Whoa. What do we have here? You don't know. Oh, Sun God, what's going on? Oh, we might have us one, guys. We might have us one. Who you talking to? Point it out. Hey, whoever you talking to, point them out. Sun God, point them out. Shh, don't be bashful. It's out there, bruh. You roll up here in the camp. Hey, you got the stage, bruh. Tell us who you talking about. Matter of fact, you feel some type of way, you can call in. You can call right in. And if you're going to be on here and be a troll, guess what? My guy's going to exit you right up out of here, man. Them guys with them tools are going to take you right out of here. So you got one chance to come correct or you going out, man. So you can come correct, tell us who you're talking to and address it. Address the situation, man. Address it, bruh. We waiting. I'm sure he got the same algorithm. we got on YouTube. Yep. Oh yeah, man, it's going down. Bud is uncomfortable, man. He's uncomfortable. Yeah, he about to be a bud and a duck. Exactly. Hey, Clint, you said you don't know the one great fight Bud had. Bud will be remembered for the fights he didn't take. Oh yeah. Because I don't know one that he had. Huh. Because, man, you can't get in there with Gamboa. Gamboa turned into a punching bag. He messed up his only legacy. Who you got after that? Yeah, 10 million. You think he'll ride out to the sunset? Yep. Bud the Duck. Hey, he tired of hearing that. Because guess what? Burning them, hey, they tired of taking that flack. They tired of taking it. You know what? Somebody got uncomfortable. Hey, where'd that little troll go? He said, we don't know. He don't know nothing. I guess we invited him to the stage, see what he was talking about. What he do, run? Did he run? Did the Sun guy run? It's Ricky Burns at 135. Yeah, man. So I don't know what's up with Bud, man. All I know is he said all that to say what? Come and watch his fight, support him. Man, we ain't supporting him, man. I thought he said he didn't need. He don't listen, Bud. You don't need David Avanesian. You say you got money. Sunset on Sun God. yeah, for real. Hey, that dude gone. Hey, we gave him the floor. If you come in here and you got something to say, hey, come on with it. I'm all about a good debate, man. I am. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings none. But you with that trolling shit, gotta go, bro. You gotta go. That's what I say to him. Yeah, you gonna come here with that trolling stuff? Yeah, that's how it is. Sunset on the Sun God. But yeah, man. Yeah, but Bud quick to fight somebody on Twitter. How much money you get out fighting off Twitter, man? Quick to go fight David Avanesian, huh? But you ain't so quick to go fight Spence. And he's talking, man, I didn't get any guaranteed money up front and blase, and I just wanted to know where my money and stuff coming from. Angel the Bar said, I feel like the BLK production about to be worse than a Master P movie. Not Master P. yeah, dude. It's gonna need some work, man. That's gonna need some work. But you know what's funny? Did y'all hear what Bud said towards the end? He said BLK is gonna put on the best fights. If it's a fight you want to see, they're gonna make it happen. So basically, he's saying he signed with him past this one fight. That's what it seems like to me. Is that how y'all take it? That's how I take that. If Bud says they're gonna be putting on the best, fights. That's how I take it, man. I take it like that. That's what it seems to me. Yeah, said Bud is terrified with getting in the ring with Spence. This is all PR and change the narrative. And I didn't buy it. Nope, I didn't buy it either. It was just smoke and mirrors, man. It's smoke and mirrors to say, hey, man, lay off my ass, man, right now, because I'm trying to focus on fighting this tomato can and I want to make this money and come up with another excuse later. If I get past where I'm going to get past and Spence. But let me ask y'all this. Did Bud say what changed between him and Spence? Meaning this is what I want to ask y'all. Bud talked about all the problems that PBC had, correct? So at what point did Bud say, okay, it's a done deal? So after this fight, we already got a done deal. We ain't got to go back to negotiation. Because what's going to change after he fights David Avanesian? If him and Spence gets by that, what's going to be next? Please tell me, guys, what's going to be next? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody kick that out to me, man. Because he didn't say, oh, it's cool, it's cleared up. Because if he say it's cool, it's cleared up, then they're going to say, well, why didn't y'all go ahead and just say go on fight? Well, I wanted one before the end of the year. But okay, so you want one for the end of the year, you could have laid that back. You know what I mean? He said a BLK better be a partnership with somebody if they're going to bring good fights. And they're going to have to be. They're gonna definitely have to be. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna listen to that, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So to me, it just looks like it's just what it is, man. It's smoke and mirrors, man. Let's just be honest, man. That's all it was. Bud wants everybody to do that, and Bud's telling you he's staying with BLK, and then he's gonna say, well, BLK and what's name them not gonna be able to make the fight. He gonna hide behind BLK. And what he tried to throw out there was Spence couldn't do this, and Spence couldn't do that. Man, Spence can do whatever the hell he wants to do, period. But what he does is he pays Al Heyman to look out for him in his best interest to make sure that everything's up. And then you hear what he said? They take care of Spence. They take care of him. So he's been working with them. They take care of each other. So my point is, Al Heyman, you haven't heard one fighter complain that Al Heyman is out there trying to get over on them. So why wouldn't you want to go join Al Heyman? Said the WBO is going to order a Bud fight after amnesia. Amnesia, yeah. But the thing is, if they order that fight, it's going to be Ortiz or Boots. That's what it's got to be. And you know what? Bud's gonna take Ortiz. He ain't taking Boots. He is not taking Boots. He ain't taking Boots. That's why I say Boots need to go ahead and knock off Ortiz right now. So that way, that's what really needs to happen. Boots needs to go after Ortiz right this second, right? Get that spot. Ask the WBO, hey, look, can I be in the title eliminator for that? But you know, he's shooting for Spence because he's already up there for that too. So, you know, well, he might as well make this one count. Shit, go on, fight Ortiz. He said Bud kept saying he's his own boss and Spence is not. But Bud being his own boss probably is the worst thing for him. Yep. Bud being his own boss is the worst thing for him. Because Bud don't understand all that. Bud don't have all that. But it's cool, man. You can't know everything about everything, man. Right? So Ortiz got smoke for Bud. Hey, I like to see it. I like to see it because Bud can fight now. Bud just ducking. He ducking that Spence smoke. I don't know why. But that's a tall order for Ortiz, man. Ortiz is a good fighter, man. He's got some good power, man. But he don't have a lot of good defense, man. Ortiz got to work on that defense a lot, man. He's gonna have to. He gets hit too much, man. He gets hit too much, man. And with somebody that can really, really punch and hit hard, they're gonna hurt him. They're gonna hurt him, man. Yeah. Yeah, Bud finds all the shady characters, don't he? Bud, listen, everybody who Bud deals with is, I don't know what it is. I don't know. If Suge Knight got out of jail and started a promotional company, Bud would go sign with Suge Knight. He really would. Hell, Bud would go sign with Puffy. And he knows how Puffy treat his artists. Puffy, hey, you'll be somewhere broke in a gutter waiting on Puffy. Puffy have all the money. You know what I mean? But Bud will go sign with Puffy or he'll go sign with Suge Knight. He really would. Bud makes all the worst decisions. And he can't stop. He can't stop. It's like this. He got out of his top rank deal, flew straight to Dubai and signed with MTK Global. With the damn mob. Y'all hear what I'm saying? He got out of his top rank deal, took a plane, went past every damn promoter in this country to Dubai to sign with the mob, some gangsters. That's what he did. And then the FBI steps in, the CIA steps in, tells everybody it's illegal to do business with MTK Global, right? But still couldn't do the right thing and deal with Al Heyman, some legit people, right? He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. What happens? BLK Enterprises shows up, and what happened? What happened? Bud signs with they ass. What is Bud a damn bad magnet? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I got some dudes out here on the corner right now that's about crap, some janky promoters, you know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you Bud will sign with them dudes, man. But Bud won't. You know, have you ever seen somebody that likes a bad relationship? Bud, y'all know how people like bad relationships. They go after one bad relationship after the next. You know what I mean? That's Bud, man. Bud likes bad. Bud's like a battered spouse. Bud's like a battered spouse, man. He likes it. The dude flew all the way to Dubai and signed with the mafia. He signed with the mafia, man. Yeah, Bud called the company BBL Prime, Brazilian Butt Lift Prime. hey, y'all know all them people that give them bad butt lifts down there in Florida used to put them fix and flatten them girls' butts and stuff. That's who Bud signed with, man. He signed with them. He signed with the BBL people, the BBL Prime. The dude couldn't even get it right. You mean to tell me they gave you millions of dollars, guaranteed money, and you can't even get BLK right? When it's almost black, it almost spells black, dude. It's just missing the A. And you can't get that right? You can't get that right? Oh, Bud, man, come on, man. Come on, Bud. Say it ain't so, man. Say it ain't so. I'm a little offended. I am. I'm a little offended by that, man, because Bud called me. Bud said I'm a hater because I'm not going to support him. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. Yeah. Yeah. But, hey, the dude called us a hater, man. Bud called us a hater, bruh. He said, he came out on Instagram and said to me, Showboating Sports, you a hater if you don't support me. That's what he just said. Because he attacked. Bud attacked. I'm not supporting that, man. He attacked. That's what he said. He said, if you don't, so basically people that like real boxing should give up $40 to make bad business Bud happy. We should just go give him that. You know what? I'm going, you know what? Y'all think I should just tweet Bud and say, hey, Bud, instead of us watching that garbage fight, how about I just send money to your Cash App because I don't want to see the fight anyway. Y'all think I should do that? Y'all think Bud will fight me after that? I probably can do better than David Avenesian, for real. For real, when you get through. For real. Because I ain't going there to be pretty. I'm trying to knock him out or get knocked out. I want my money. If I somehow beat Bud, guess what? I get another payday after that. I'm letting it all roll out. That's it. I'll tweet Bud, man. I should tweet him and say, hey, Bud, instead of us watching that little janky fight, I know you said we're gonna be haters and stuff. Hey, I'm not watching the fight. I just send you money. How about that? Because that's exactly what you're doing. You're ripping us off, fighting a tomato can. Fighting a tomato can, man. I would rather see Bud fight Broner or Rolly. I'd rather see him fight Rolly or Tank. I would rather see him fight Tank than David Avenesian. I would pay for the Tank fight. But I'm not paying for David Avenesian. At least I know Tank has a puncher's chance. The janky fight. That's what it is. It'll be a janky fight. That's exactly what it'll be. That's exactly what it'll be, man. Man, can you guys believe that? Bud came on here, talked for about 20, 30 minutes, and said freaking nothing. He said nothing at all, man. Nothing at all. And he dogged Spence. And you know what? Spence should take the high road. You know why? Because everybody know where Spence stands on that. I don't know. I'd like to hear Spence talk some trash, though. I really would, to be honest. Just keep it going, man. Just keep it going. Just to let Spence. Because you know what? Spence stands on his square, man. Spence cuts like a knife, like he told Tarver them. Hey, I don't talk to nobody that failed a drug test. You know what I mean? So y'all ain't got nothing to say to me. Spence cuts like a knife. I like that dude. He stands on it. Bud ain't standing on it, man. Bud is smoking mirrors. I'm one of the best. I'm the best fighter in the world. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Best fighters in the world think they the best in the world, and they fight everybody to prove it. They don't go around and fight David Ruffin of the Temptations. You know what I mean? Fighting everybody but the person he's supposed to fight. Yeah. Yeah, Bud smiling in the live like a used car salesman. Yeah. Man, Bud got, hey, listen, man. Listen. All this can be avoided. All Bud had to say was, listen, I know y'all upset. This is how you do it. Let me fix this up for Bud. Somebody go send this to Bud. Because Bud gonna want to fight me after I hit him up on his Twitter and tell him that, right? Man, appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the love, man. Alex Didell, man, appreciate you, Alex, man. Thank you for the love. Sent $40 to your boy, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the love, man. Hey, I take all the support, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, so Bud is gonna try to fight me off Twitter. Y'all watch and see. Cause I'm gonna hit Bud up on his Twitter and I'm gonna say that to him, right? I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean? I'm really thinking about it. But this is the thing. This is how you clear it up. Somebody play this for Bud. I'm gonna show you how to clear it up, Bud. This is how you clear that shit up. And this is how a real person that stands on their square does it. I know y'all upset with me. Y'all been hearing rumors. It's so much stuff that we can't talk about. I really wanted to fight, but I wanted to stay busy. I want to make some money this year, right? And they wanted to put the fight on the next year. But I guarantee you, because I accepted all the terms, as long as those terms don't change, I'm going to go make this money, and then I'm going to go smash in Spence's face. And if I got to do it twice, if I stop him, he ain't going to want a rematch. But if he don't want a rematch, then I'm going to go up there and get Charlo too. And I'm going to show y'all why I say I'm the best in the world. My next 2 fights after this, y'all watch and see. That's what I'm going to do. If Bud had said something hard like that, I'd have been like, cool. I'd have been like, cool. You know what I mean? I'd have been like, cool, man. I would have been. I'd have been like, cool, man. But Bud didn't do that. Because, see, this is the thing. Everybody thinks they can keep getting away with making millions of dollars fighting bullshit fights. Because they asked Bud on that same one that I was telling ATL about that sound clip that we played last night where Bud was saying about Spence them. He was saying that Spence them he was saying that about Spence not wanting to fight or whatever else, that kind of stuff, right? So hold on. Yeah, so that was kind of crazy, man. I lost my little train of thought real quick, man. What Bud was saying. I thought Earl said he would never fight Thurman. That's what he said. I think it's gonna be Staniosis. I do. I don't think he's gonna fight Keith Thurman. But if he does, I'm happy. I'm happy he does. But a lot of people said WBC's gonna order it and they're gonna push through it and make sure they make that fight. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Bud saying that Spence, before Spence them, I guess trying to say Spence didn't want to fight. Hell, I lost my damn point. But anyway, man, like I said, Bud, I don't know, man. I just want to see the damn fights. I want to see Bud stop talking out the side of his neck and come on with it, man. Because that's all it takes. That's all we care about. We don't care nothing about nothing else. We don't. I don't care about nothing else Bud got to say. I just want to see the damn fight. And I want to see the fight next. You know what I'm saying? I hope these 2 guys get back past it and that it's still at play. But you never know. You never know how it's going to go. Yeah, hopefully they will. Hopefully they will be still up to. Hopefully he hasn't ruined that, man. Hopefully he haven't, man. I hope Bud hasn't. But we never know. And does Bud really? I mean, Bud keeps saying he wants to fight, but I can't see that Bud really wants to fight. I mean, I really, truly, I'm not trying to dog Bud on that, man. I really don't think Bud wants that fight now, because Bud could have made sure that fight happened back then. He could have made sure back in the summer. He said back in, what did he say, June, when they first start talking? So why before June all the way up until October is when you quote unquote got a sense of urgency? All the way through September, what was going on then? Because he was at the Hall of Fame saying, man, maybe that's going to be down the line. And that's just stupid stuff, man. It was down the line then. Now he's saying he wants to fight and saying Spence don't want to fight. Oh, Spence ain't his own boss. You know what I mean? And Spence didn't have nothing else on the table. So how is that a man that's not really wanting to fight? Spence had nothing else on the table. So how does that happen? How does that happen? It doesn't make sense to me, man. It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it really doesn't, man. That's the silliest thing I heard. Said, Oh, it's gonna hurt him. All that's gonna hurt him, man. That's gonna definitely hurt him. That's definitely gonna hurt him. Yeah, man. Oh, okay. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. I want to give another salute to Adrian the barber, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you showing love. Another one I just opened up, saw. Make sure I got the right name. Make sure I give you that respect. Adrian, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for supporting the channel, man. Thanks, man. $40 go a long way on these channels, man. Adrian. Appreciate you, man. Goes a long way. But yeah, man. Okay, okay, I got you. I missed it, Adrian. Still up here in the bill, man. He said I cashed out you the $40 because he said that way. He said cash out you my $40 for the Bud fight, so I don't have to watch it. Hey, man. Hey, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, Adrian. Hey, I feel like just sending the money to Bud because it's a ripoff. Hey, we might as well just give Bud the damn shirt off our back, Adrian. You know what I mean? Might as well give Bud the shirt off our back, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Man, the thing that I just really that's really baking my noodle, man. What did Bud really want to accomplish on that? Because I got one thing out of it. You guys, I think we all got the same thing out of it, man. I think we got the same thing out of it, which is crazy, man. We got the same damn thing out of it, man. Yeah. Yep. We got the same thing out of it, man. Hey, the barber a fool for that one. Man, he is, man. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. He put that out there. Hey, that dude sent that shit straight to me, didn't he? Appreciate it, man. Hey, I might need it to go get me some gloves and stuff for when me and Bud fight. Me and Bud might have to box, man. After I say that to him, after I text him and say, hey, man, we just gonna, man, everybody been talking about it on the channel, man. And we just feel like we might as well send our money because we're not watching that you beat up tomato cans. I really see him fight Tank Davis, like I said. It said, Marquise Williams said, stuff like that is what gives these guys like Jake Paul a platform in boxing. Great fights, or entertainment. Yep, fans want to be entertained. When you don't have the best fighting the best, yeah, I'm glad you said that because it brings me back up to my point. When he was talking to Brian Custer, that's what I was trying to say. Bud was talking to Brian Custer, and Brian Custer was asking what did he think about the Jake Paul fight. But remember, this was like a year ago, back before he fought Sean Porter. And he was like, yeah, I think it's kind of a little disrespectful because people that's been in boxing for years, been boxing since they were 7 years old, been boxing for their whole life, ain't never made $1 million or any of that, ain't never got any of that out of that kind of money out of the boxing world, right? But this is what I'm saying. If you are top dogs in there and you're not making that kind of money, it's your own fault. Well, really, let me just say this. Let's just say collectively in boxing, it's so many good boxers out there that's not fighting each other. So you guys are opening the door for Jake Paul. That's what you guys are doing. So, I mean, what do you want? If you put it this way, if Jake Paul fights anywhere around the time where Tank is fighting Devin or Ryan Garcia, or Devin's fighting Shakur, or Bud's fighting Spence or Boots or Keith Thurman, or Ortiz is fighting Keith Thurman, or any of them big fights, Canelo's fighting David Ortiz. I mean David Benavidez or Jamal Charlo or Andre. If any of them guys was mixing it up, would you watch those guys or Jake Paul? We would much rather watch those big boxers than any of that than that Jake Paul stuff. But when Jake Paul is out there fighting, do I want to watch Crawford fight David Avenesian? I don't want to watch that, man. I don't want to watch it. I definitely don't want to watch that. That's crazy, man. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at all. And nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. You know what I mean? It's stupid. It's silly, man. And you can't penalize us because we don't want to pay our money to see that shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He said, exactly. If the best are fighting the best, Jake Paul in boxing doesn't exist. It doesn't. It doesn't exist. What happened was they gave that man an inside road to swing on in and do that, right? They gave that man a chance to do that. You know what I'm saying? Said boxing needs a commissioner. Man, boxing definitely needs a commissioner, man. But it's got to be a commissioner that's not biased, man. Because you got like a lot of sanctioning bodies and stuff, man. Some of them dudes are biased. ESPN, them type people are biased, dude. They get a fighter that they want. They get fighters and stuff they want. They push them. They're doing all kind of stuff. So we need a commissioner that's going to be kind of fair to everybody and hold everybody accountable. The Americans, the Mexicans, the UK fighters, everybody held accountable, man. And that's with drug testing, and everybody's held to the same standards. Everybody takes VADA. Everybody is a part of that. They should have that, man. They should have a commissioner, like you guys said. Somebody needs to regulate that. You know, somebody needs to regulate it. But the problem is it's free for all, and everybody wants to get out there, and it's a money grab. It's a money grab, and everybody's fighting for territory. Everybody's fighting for the belts, to hold the belts. You know, all promotional companies trying to be in control of most of the belts that they can, and nobody wants to let it go, because this is what's crazy. If a certain group, a certain promotional company gets those belts, they're not gonna let nobody fight. They're gonna all have it all in-house. Who said Bud? Day Ray Promotion said Bud Crawford is pound for pound. Man, can you explain to us what makes him pound for pound? Matter of fact, the numbers on the screen, bro. You can call in. You can call in and tell us that. We'd be glad to hear you say, and listen, you won't hear me argue. I mean, you won't hear me interrupt you. You won't call on in, but after you say what you got to say, you got to listen to what I say. How about that? We can have a quick discussion, man. You can call right in. I know you ain't got no picture, but you know, what's funny is these guys want to come in and say that stuff. They all want to troll a little bit. Like I said, we all about a good, healthy debate. We all about you explaining your side of it. You don't have to agree with me. This channel, everybody on this channel is putting out what they believe in. So we're not agreeing because we trying to be cool with each other. We all agreeing because that's just how we feel. Everybody is speaking their truth. So you want to get on here and speak your truth, you can. But if you trolling, guess what, man? We ain't got time for trolls, bro. But if you want to get up here and speak your truth, man, the phone lines are open for you, bro. Hey, but you know what's funny? What happened to what was his name? Son something God was in here, and then now you got D-Ray Promotions. Hey, it's open, bro. You can come right on in and talk. Why do every time you give somebody the floor and let them talk, they get quiet? Why is that? Why is that, man? Why is that? Didn't Bud get moved down on the pound for pound? Yeah. Well, he definitely got moved down on mine. ESPN quick to prove. I don't know what ESPN is, but I'm sure they moved him down. I'm sure they did. Yeah. I'm sure they would. Said the government will have to intervene, and there's too much money behind the scenes and under the table for a commissioner. Boxing's still dirty, low key. Oh, yeah. Boxing is definitely. What's the number? Right there on the screen. 954-408. Hold on, I'll put it right here for you. Here you go. 954-408-3312. There you go, bro. There you go. There you go. Right there. Cladale Dewberry, my bad. Appreciate you sending that in to your boy. $10 in on your boy, man. Appreciate the blessings on that, man. Y'all just don't know how much that helps the channel, man. That definitely helps the channel growing, man. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Cladale Dewberry. Appreciate it. C. Dewberry looked out for your boy, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. That $10 goes a long way, fam. Thank you, man. Thank you. Keep the channel growing, man. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, it's open, man. Hey, y'all heard me. Y'all heard me say it was open. Y'all heard me say it was open, didn't y'all? Didn't y'all hear it? It's open. Has he called in yet? Oh, you South Florida? Nah, I'm not in South Florida, man. I'm up. I'm a little further up north than you, man. But I do a lot of traveling. I'm down in Miami a whole lot. Matter of fact, I'm down there looking for a little spot in Miami because I need another little place to stay down in Miami. So I'm thinking about having one down there for my vacation, for coming down there and just hanging out, staying, doing a little bit of business down that way. But I'm up top towards Atlanta, Tennessee, up in them areas, back up through that way. But Florida is one of my spots. Down there, especially, tell you what, over in Pembroke Pines, man. You ever hang out in Pembroke Pines? I be out that way. Brown Lover said, hey, he gonna call collect. Yeah. That 954, I chose that because that's where I normally be at a lot, down in that area. Yeah. Down there, Fort Lauderdale, Pembroke Pines, and all that stuff. Oh, you used to live down that way? Yeah, beautiful city, man. Hey, I tell you what, used to love hanging down there when Luke had his club and all them little strip clubs going on, boy. I was a big fan for that back in the day, boy. And said, you told him that Crawford and Spence don't get along, don't see eye to eye, hard to get a deal done. Yeah. Well, you know what, AAR? It's hard to get a deal done when you don't really want to fight. When you got egos. Because let me tell you this: name one person Spence had a problem making a fight with, or Al Heyman. When have you ever seen a fight take this long? Took 6 months to make it happen. Tyrone, appreciate you, fam. Thanks, man. Appreciate you sending love, man. Make sure I got your screen names right, man. Give you that credit, man. Appreciate you, man. Big Rome, man. Hey, appreciate you, man. Hey, man, it's helping the channel grow, man. Thank you guys for showing so much love tonight, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. So that's the way I look at it. If you gonna go into negotiations, then you got to try to make the fight happen, man. What's the point in negotiating? Because my point is this: I think Crawford jumped into it, but then I think that he found trying to see what other options was out there. I thought when that other option hit the table, it just killed the fight. It killed the fight. Where you guys at? Supposed to be calling collect, man. Where's he at? Where your boy at, man? Phone lines are open. Phone lines are open. I thought he was gonna prove to us that Bud was that Bud. Hey, listen. Where he at? Did he duck like Bud? He ducked too. Where is he at? We're gonna put him on blast. Where he at? He said, what's the number? Where he go? Oh, let's find out. Where'd he go? Where? D-Ray Promotions. Well, he said, what's the number, right? Just like Bud, D-Ray. We had a deal, remember? You asked what was the number. I said it's on the screen. I put it up in the comment section. And you know what happened? You did just like Bud, you ducked. So I guess you won the conversation. In your terms, you won the conversation, right? I gave you the floor, right? I told you, call in, speak your truth. I won't interrupt you. I want you to tell me how Bud is pound for pound number one. I want you to tell me that. And guess what happened? He got up out of there. So I wonder if that's how Bud Camp is doing. Yeah, he with Bernie. Hey, he with Bernie. Hey, some more than janky promoters. Man, Crawford, hey, listen, the way he got on here and said that and ran, Crawford signed with him. All he got to do is sign a promotional company, man. He said, D-Ray Promotions, appreciate you. You appreciate me? Well, come on in, man. Come on into this hot fire, man. It's hot. Listen. Shots fired, man. We ready. Go ahead and call on in, man. Collision Conversation. Hey, we waiting on him to call in to tell us how it is, man. We waiting on you, man. Where you at? Bruh? Where you at, man? We got you right here. The number's right there on the screen. Phone ain't dead. Don't do like Bud and say the phone dead. The phone ain't dead, bruh. The phone is not dead. But see, this is what's so good. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, D-Ray. I'm not in my feelings about none of this because people come on here think they poking fun at me by talking about Spence and everybody else. Here we go. Oh, Omaha, Nebraska's in the house. Let's hear it.
Call from
D-Ray.
Showboating Sports. What's going on, Mr. D-Ray? The floor is yours, my man.
Hey, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm serious, bro. I appreciate you. And if Spence was like you, the fight would have been made a couple times already, I believe.
Okay.
So I thank you for that, bro.
Okay.
You know, because there ain't many that say, hey, the line is there.
Mm-hmm.
Call in. What you waiting for? I appreciate you.
Yeah.
You made me call in. I said, man, I'm going to get in trouble, but guess what? I'm calling.
Man, I appreciate you calling in. Listen, man, you got to speak your truth and how you look at it, man. You might hip us to something. Like I said, man, I said what I said. I stand on my square, man. I don't care if you was Bud calling in. You know what I mean? I know how Bud want to fight all the fans. You know how that goes. But
come on, man. Just seems like some of the fans want to fight Bud, bro.
Well,
sound like he want to get paid. Now, if he get paid, but you know.
Okay, but let me tell you this. Tell me what you got, because I don't want to cut you off. I'm going to give you the floor, man. So what do you think what made you think that Spence don't really want to fight?
Well, I mean, he been chasing him around for 5 years, bro.
Okay.
Look, I start right here when it comes to Spence.
Okay.
When he was at the Porter Garcia press conference, and he said Bud didn't fight nobody. Mm-hmm. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He got up there. Bud ain't fought nobody. What was his next move after that? To say that Little Mikey said something. Now, EJ said way more than Little Mikey ever said.
Right.
But he gonna choose to fight him. Give him a better split than Bud.
Right.
Try to give Porter a better split than Bud. You know, for all I know, I believe you guys got a good split on the front end.
Well, can I ask you a question? I ain't cutting you off. I just got to ask you a
yes,
question.
Sir.
What do you think? What do you know a little bit more intel about what Crawford split was as opposed to theirs? Because I don't really know 100% of what split Ugas and Bud and Ugas and Porter and them got. I don't really 100% know the split. So if you know something a little more than me, please tell me. I know we are speculating.
I do not.
Okay.
There you go. That's what I was about to say. Mine is speculation.
Okay.
And what I come up with is when I add you guys guarantee with the stank up on us step aside money, that equals what Earl was guaranteed on the front end, I believe, right? So if that's true, then you know why you got an 80-20 at brother, bro. The best fighter you will ever have, the most money both will ever make.
Right.
Now, the man said he had 2 companies willing to guarantee $20 million apiece. So that's 40 to get it jumping, bro.
What's wrong with that? When Bud said that, he had 2 companies, like meaning which 2 companies?
I don't know. You got to, you know,
I got you.
We only get to know what they know, right?
I got you.
But he said he had 2.
Right.
So you know, if he got 2 companies that's willing to come in with 40 million, why should they be saying no guarantee? You know, not even 10 million. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is this off the top. I said it's either 50-50 or it's duck. Now I know y'all gonna say, well, Earl did the heavy lifting. Okay, so if y'all want to sit on 55-45 at the bare minimum, just because Bud does want to make the fight, he probably would have made it. But go ahead, bro. I want to hear you, man, because I've been watching your videos.
Okay.
And you know, I know where you come from, but hey, I appreciate your content. Go ahead, kid.
Okay. So here we are on this. Well, I got a question for you. They said, let me ask you this. What do you think about the David Avanesian fight? And then I'll go ahead and chime in. Somebody want me to ask you that question, so I won't forget.
Hey, that's day one. Every now y'all gonna bring out David Avanesian. Guess what, man? I'm going to the fight, bro.
Okay.
I'm going because you know in Omaha,
right?
We don't get great fights like y'all do around the country. You know,
right. Right. And
But
Bud's
I
your
was
man.
at the Gamboa fight.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I was at the Gamboa fight.
Mm-hmm.
And the electricity, it was, great, bro. And I don't think that this is gonna reach that level, but you gotta admit, man, a year out for a healthy fighter might be too long, man. Right. I mean, now trying to do 3 like Canelo could, have shortcomings. But
okay.
Chat, fire away. Give me another question, man. Make them hard this time, though.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, but let me just tell you how I feel. Let me lead into it so you know my stance, right? So my stance is I like Bud. I thought Bud used to be my number 1 pound for pound, but Spence was like my number 2. Spence was also my number 1 welterweight, right? Now, I know you said that Bud had a problem with Spence because Spence decided to fight everybody besides him, right? So this is what I think. I think Bud, to me, because this situation that Bud is no longer my number 1 pound for pound, because I don't think pound for pound people take those kind of roads. You know what I mean? They're going to prove that they're the greatest by any means necessary. I think Bud actually had more to gain off this fight than Spence. And I'll tell you why. Because if Spence won that fight, he'd have been undisputed. Okay, Devin Haney's undisputed. Bud, everybody's been undisputed, right? But if Bud won that fight, he'd have been the first man to be 2-time undisputed in the 4 belt weight era. That would put him a shoe in as being first round ballot Hall of Famer, right? There's no way to deny him on that, right? You can cry about everything else about his resume if you want, but with him beating Spence, that would have put him up there, period, point blank. So this is what I say about that whole thing. So that I just put all that in there to tell you, I'm not here to dog Bud. I'm here for the sport. Spence is one of my favorite fighters. In the fight, I give Spence 51-49 to beat Bud. I do like Spence a little bit more because I think Spence stands on what he says, and I follow Spence a little bit stronger than Bud. But with all that being said, I think that Spence told Bud in the beginning, hey, man, I'm going to fight these people in my promotional company. That's what he meant by easier fight. It's an easier fight to make. Bud knows what he meant. Everybody knows what he meant, right? And everybody knows there is across the street. Bud didn't have to re-sign with Top Rank. He could have left. I know that Bob helped him buy out his first contract, right? So he might felt some kind of loyalty. Bud seems kind of a loyal type person. And I don't think Bud makes the best business decisions. I think that Bud goes with his feelings a lot more. He gets in his feelings a little bit. What Sean Porter said, he said Bud gets a little bit emotional about stuff, which Bud does. He loses it. He snaps on people. And that's why I make jokes about Bud wanting to fight people out there. So to bring it all down, to make this short, is that I think Bud, in this situation right here, Bud could have fought Spence. I think so, because I don't think, and I'm just putting this out there, that everybody left Top Rank that went to PBC made money. Mikey Garcia sat out for 2 years, came over there. Andy Ruiz paid to get out of his contract. Pacquiao, so many people came over and made money, right? I don't think, and this is my opinion. This is my opinion, is not facts, just like the splits. In my opinion, I've never seen nobody upset with PBC about not getting paid, right? I just never heard that. And in this situation right here, just going off what Bud said, when they asked Bud a few times, he was on with Brian Custer a year ago. And he was saying, man, I'm so far past that fight. You know, I don't think I ever want to fight Spence. I gave them a chance when I wanted to move up from 140, told them I wanted to fight them. They didn't want to fight me. Well, Bud, they couldn't want to fight you because you didn't have a belt. You didn't bring anything to the table. Yeah, you was undisputed, but they're like, when you get up here, you got to have a belt, bruh, because we in a tournament. Spence is going after Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is ducking Spence. So I put all that to say one thing. I like Bud, but I don't think Bud really wanted to smoke this time, because at the end of the day, Bud had more to gain. He would have had controlling factor. And when you look at everything else in the whole battlefield of all the promotional companies, the Zone didn't want to offer Bud anything because they said we don't have any welterweights. He couldn't go back to Top Rank. De La Hoya doesn't have welterweights. So where was he forced to go to? He was forced to go to PBC. But instead of going to PBC, he went to MTK Global all the way over there and signed with the Mob. When he found out that was wrong, he signs with BLK. It's not a problem when he signed those contracts. But the one contract that he needs to sign with all the competition, he won't sign. You follow me on that?
Hey man, great points. But I want to ask you a couple questions. What I just drew a blank on. But the other one I want to ask you this: will he fight Keith Thurman then when he said he wasn't, or
Who
is that going to be the first time he?
Well, let me
Yeah,
say this.
is it going to be the first time he didn't do what he said?
Well, listen, if he goes back on it, listen, I want to see that Keith Thurman fight, but I'm in my feelings over the Keith Thurman fight because Keith Thurman ducked everybody. He held up the division. He held up the division with Bud. He held up the division with Spence. He could have fought Bud or Spence. So to me, you dodge both of them. So I say the hell with Keith Thurman, because when he said his elbow was hurt, he could have got his elbow and his hand fixed at the same time he had a surgery. So I want to see him have to go through boots to get Bud.
Hey, check it out. You answered that one. You asked this one, but now give me a good answer for this. When was the last time EJ fought twice in a year? This would have been the first time, right? Look, we're in November.
Yeah, this would have been the first time in a while. Since before he
in a while, bro. He was not ready, man. That's all smoke, bro. Smoke and mirrors.
You don't think he was ready? I think he was ready.
No, I know he wasn't ready, bro. Look, and even if he was ready,
okay.
The Al Heyman people needed that needed to know he was ready. They didn't know he was ready. I mean, now if what Bud said is true, and I'm gonna go ahead and be quiet after this. But
okay.
Al,
now you ain't gotta shut up. Keep talking your truth, man. I like it.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you, man. That's why I like you, man. And I subscribe. I hit the bell.
Appreciate it, man.
And I'm gonna check you out in the playback.
Cool. But go ahead, keep going.
But now, Al, if you're in the middle of these negotiations, why is he bringing up personal business outside of the fight, bro? That's what I'm talking about.
Like what? Like, will you pinpoint that for me? Will you pinpoint that for me so everybody else will know what you're talking
Bud
about?
said that he said something about his mom. His mom is ill, and you know, I want to send blessings out to her and his family and all that. But what I'm saying is this. Since Bud wanted to fight with anybody, or I can't say anybody, but the majority of PBC fighters, okay? Sean Porter was a real one. He went out to the middle of the street. Take Lundy.
Yeah, but wait. Let me stop you here.
John Jojo Molina went out to the street, bro. You mean to tell me that he got more heart than?
Nope. I gotta stop you there for this point right here. When Bud fought Sean Porter, he didn't want that fight. Remember, they ordered that fight. The WBO ordered that fight, and because Bud was like, nah, you know, Bud didn't want that one.
Right, because Porter's his people, bro.
I get it. But my thing is this: when you
he would have rather fought Kenny than Sean.
No,
go ahead.
He tried to fight Kenny. But this is the thing: you signed up for this sport to show you the baddest person on the planet. Everybody did, right? Nobody gets a pass. Not Sean Porter. I got mad at Sean Porter because he was talking, man, you know, me and Bud are friends. And to be honest, Sean Porter ducked Spence when he fought Ugas. He did. So then when it was time for him to fight Bud, he was walking around on eggshells. He didn't want to go fight Bud at first. Then he finally, they start saying his name. The fans pushed him into it. And he knew that was the only chance he's going to get at another belt, right? So Sean Porter and Bud didn't want to fight each other. And like I was saying earlier about Keith Thurman, Spence said he don't want to fight Keith Thurman. I hope he fights Keith Thurman. But if he goes back on his word, I'm cool with him going back on his word with that, right? Because I think Keith Thurman should be in the mix, right? But there's nothing in me that says Spence don't want Crawford. There's nothing in me that says that. Nothing points to that. Because Spence could just say, I'm gonna move up to 154. Why is he hanging around? He don't have to be at 147. Because he already said he's not fighting Boots and the rest of them. He's gonna fight Bud and he's out. So I mean, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but now that's negotiating power, though, bro.
Negotiating with who?
Look,
negotiating with who? Bud?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He gotta want to fight Bud, right?
Because he only want one fight. 50-50 in Vegas. Do the rematch in New York. And if they go 3, hey, put Dallas or Omaha up, and let's see what happens, bro. Or maybe I gotta say Nebraska, right? Hey man, but are you going to check out the fight December 10th?
Which fight?
The David Ebenezer fight.
Man, I'm not supporting that fight, bro. I can't support that, man. Because let me tell you why I can't support that fight. Let me tell you why I can't support that fight. It's not that I don't want to see Bud get his bag, but I can't support.
What about the boxing community, though?
But nobody wants to see that fight. Put it this way. If that fight is successful, then what's going to stop Earl Spence? Let's just say hypothetically, what's going to stop Boots? What's going to stop all the rest of them going to go fight the number 7th and number 8th dude? They'll all be doing it. So I can't support it. If Spence decided to go fight the guy up under David Avenesian, I wouldn't support Spence with that. If Spence says, "Hey man, I'm gonna drop down,"
stank up on us, right? See, but now you like me, right?
Yeah.
Stank up on us, and David Avenesian couldn't even be the co-man on the Bud Crawford and Earl Spence fight.
So what? Who should be?
You know
who should be?
No. I'm saying that either stank up on us. That's my nickname for the guy.
Okay.
Or David Avenesian. Either one of them guys couldn't even be the co-main for the Spence Crawford fight.
That's the same thing I said. You know, that should have been there.
Right.
That should have been there.
Right. And I agree with you. And see, and that's the thing though, right? And this is why I say that we have to support, you know, and even when Earl fight, when you drop a hot content like this, I'm gonna be in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because this is all I want to hear about is Spencer Crawford when they gonna fight. Let's get it on. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't got nothing to do with that, I'm not clicking, man. So unless I know you Sam. So I appreciate you. Okay. And you know,
one more question. One more question.
I love it.
They said, caller, please answer why Bud Camp leaking all this fake narratives and trying to make and drag Al and Spence name through the dirt. And they're referring to when Bernie the Boxer came out and said, man, hey, Champ said I could say it. He said that he signed everything. He said he signed a contract, but it ain't a contract at first. It's the term sheet. He said, well, he signed the term sheet. He agreed to all their terms. It's a done deal. We waiting on Spence. And that makes Spence them look bad. When Spence them said we signed the contract, our lawyers made the contract up. We sent it back and we ain't heard nothing from Bud in 2 weeks. And then Bud comes out with, I'm fighting David Avenesian.
But they push it to February, bro. They push it to February. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now the man had a fight in November, and here it is November. He only been won one fight. Everybody said, if you can do something with Sean Porter, then you'll deserve a fight with Earl Spence. You will have earned it.
Well, he earned it anyway.
All he had to do was wait.
Yeah, he already earned that in my book because he had the belt. He had the belt. It was time for that.
Right, but here's my thing though. Even beyond that, just because a fighter loses, like a Danny Garcia or a Sean Porter, that don't mean that they any less entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Relevant, Hall of Fame worthy. You know, we in the age now where, you know, once your old go, you know what I mean, you are yesterday's news, man. But that's what boxing is about, man. You get knocked down and you get up.
Right.
You know,
right.
People love to say, oh, this, that, and the third. But you know one thing, man, that I love, and I'm a try to end it right here though. But Crawford, when he fight, everybody so far that I've seen been able to hit him with a money shot, and he been able to take it. And then, like he said, and then what? Then he just turned into the incredible Bud and just go to town, man, and stop him, bro. You know what I mean?
But you got to say this. Bud is beating those guys just like David Avenesian. He's supposed to run through those guys, correct? Now, when he does it, this is where you got to know the seasoned guys. He beat Sean Porter, but that ain't really a stoppage, man. Kenny Porter threw in the towel. Come on, man. Would you not agree to that? Give me that.
2 knockdowns.
It was 2 knockdowns, but Sean Porter
won in 12 rounds.
But
and listen, Earl Spence had a split decision with Sean Porter. I know y'all gonna say it's a different Sean Porter.
It was a different Sean
I'm gonna give
Porter.
y'all that.
Yeah.
But it was
a different Earl Spence too, because Earl Spence was doing a fat cap. And I will say this about Bud.
Bro,
but I will say this.
Earl.
I will say this. Bud stays in shape even when he's not fighting. Correct? Spence was not doing that. Spence was not doing that. I gave Spence hell on that, right? But from the time after that wreck, whatever it did, Spence changed everything up, right? Man, he came out there after that Danny Garcia fight. Man, Spence has been tuned in. He destroyed Ugas. He destroyed him. And to me, man, Bud if Bud had stopped and destroyed Ugas like that, or destroyed Sean Porter like that, or Keith Thurman or Danny, I could say that. But he hasn't done that. And he's not willing to fight those guys. He could have fought Boots this time because Boots ain't with PBC. He could have sent over a contract to Boots to fight on Showtime.
What's the minimum that Boots would take to fight Bud?
Man, Boots will probably fight Bud maybe for $1 million. He wants that fight. He needs that fight. Boots said it. He said, I'll take it in a minute.
Hey, $1 million, because he ain't even had a main event yet.
Right.
He's just been a co-main, bro. So, you know, they projecting that up on him. But, you know, and that's probably why they put Keith Thurman up in there. You know what I mean? Because I didn't really like that. You know, but, you know, I'm like, it's either it should be one of the young guns, Ortiz or Boots, or I guess Stank Up on us. You know what I mean? And then the Keith Thurman and whoever is, you know, after that.
Right. Well, man, bro, I appreciate you calling in, man. Hey, like I said, anytime, man. I'm not on this channel hating. I'm gonna stand on my square,
bro. And I love shows, man. When you got the number, and you know, you didn't cuss me out one time. You didn't try to humiliate me. You didn't laugh at me. You didn't. So I just want to thank you, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. And bring some more of your Omaha buddies on here, man. It's a good debate. Because
hey, man, but that's why I want you to come up to the city, man, where we can really do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Where we can get together
man.
And really know about boxing, bro.
Nah, man, y'all be trying to fight me, dog, because I'm going to stand on my square through the whole thing. I'm very opinionated.
yeah, but that's okay, man. You know, hey, listen, bro. There are people that agree with you here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, but there's some to know Bud and realize, you know, and want the best for him and all that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying too, bro, is that as a community, you know, I just want us to be able to use a time like this to be able to heal, bro, you know?
Right.
As a community. Because now check it out, man. And now this is gonna be my last point for real. Bob Arum tried to set a stacked lineup against him. His number one player, Keyshawn Davis, is even almost at the same time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
everybody wants BLK to fail. They want BLK to fail.
Right. And you said it too, right? Because you said you don't want to see 7 and 8 getting a shot, man. But
listen,
when you got nothing else,
let me say this. I'm for any company that's gonna push the sport. But like Triller and all that, you got to understand, everybody's fighting for territory, and they're not gonna let these belts go, right? But when you got a company come in like BLK that's doing stuff behind the scenes and trying to push these guys out, they're not gonna take it lightly. They all gonna gang up on BLK. You know what I mean? Now BLK come in here and teams up with somebody and says, "Hey, we're gonna do that." Because where the Bud go from here? Let's say he beats David Avanesian, right? You still got to go back to PBC. That's who got the belts. That's all around you. You can't keep fighting the people that's ranked number 10, number 11. It's not going to happen. It's not healthy for Bud's career.
All I'm saying is this, though. If we want the best fight, bro, we got to keep letting PBC know we only want Crawford and Spence. Pay them what they earned and let us get a fight.
Crawford got to be, but Crawford got to be reasonable. Now, I don't know what the splits are, so I can only speculate. I just don't understand why they wouldn't want to make that fight. So I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. And the only reason why is because Bud is going from guaranteed money to now he's got to go take percentages, and nobody's going to really like that, is what he's used to. So I'm putting the era over on Bud, because Bud makes a lot of bad decisions, man. He's just business decisions.
Hey, Al owe you an envelope of cash, man. Al, hit his super chat. Hit his cash app. Love you, man.
Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you calling in, man. hey, man, it's all love. Hey, it's not PBC fault, man. Hey, but you know what? Hey, at least that cat. Hey, what he do? He stood on the square, though. He stood on the square, man. Yeah, it's still a business, man. It's still a business, man. You know, still a good fight. I mean, it's still a good fight. Hopefully, these guys get this stuff together, man. But I can't say within clear conscience, man, I'm not supporting that Bud fight. I just can't do it, man. I don't want to see Bud fight a tomato can, because at the end of the day, Bud is at the end of his career. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to make these last few fights. This is what I'm saying. He needs to fight Spence. He needs to fight Boots or Keith Thurman, right? Fight 2 more of those guys. Get his glory. Maybe go out and fight Jermell Charlo, right? Get 3 good fights in. Then after that, get ready to ride off to the sunset. Then do some cash grabs. You know what I mean? If you beat Spence and you move up and you beat Jermell, it's your legacy is done. It's done. It's over. Then you go do cash grabs. Then guess what? If he fights David Avenesian, then I support that. I would support that after he fights Spence Spence and Jermell, or maybe Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? And you ain't got to fight all those guys. I ain't saying it because I don't think everybody should go out there and fight everybody. I don't think that Spence can fight Porter, Garcia, Danny Garcia, Ugas, Bud, Boots, Keith Thurman, every single body. Nobody can fight every single body. I just think that, you should pick 2, maybe 3, and come on out of there. Yep. John said, I swear you guys like you got to help the community, but hold on. Where'd it go? Hold on. He said, yeah, they dragging EJs and what's name through there. Okay, hold on. Somebody calling in. Hold on.
Call from
Marquise.
Showboating Sports, man, you on.
What's going on, Showboat? What's going on?
What's good, man?
What's going on, man? I just want to say, first of all, I support your channel, man. I love the channel. I love the content, man. Real recognize real. I love it. I appreciate watching.
Man, appreciate you. Appreciate you too, man. Go ahead, sound out for us,
but
man.
I just wanted to follow up on what that young man was saying. And like you said, I appreciate him standing on his square. Just from a boxing fan perspective, it's not as though, and I speak for, fellow fans as well, it's not as though we don't want to see Terrence make his money. We don't want to see him get paid. It's more so we shouldn't have to feel like we need to support all this ducking, all this games, all these other things of that nature. Like, it should, as true boxing fans, we just want to be entertained. So we ain't got no problem with, guys like Crawford, Spence making their money, doing what they got to do to support their families. But at the same time, you can't ask us, like you said, you can't ask us to, hey, come watch my fight, tune in. We don't support it.
Right. I agree with you on that, man. Cause I said, man, I can't in good conscience support that, because it's like, if you reminded me of what Canelo doing. Canelo's fighting all these tomato cans and people paying for that. Not me. I can't do it.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with you on that point. And there's so many fights, and there's so many other fights that could be made that still have that entertainment value. So kind of piggybacking on what you said, it's like they don't necessarily have to fight these tomato cans for it to be, entertaining. Just like with Crawford and just like with Spence, like there's other fights out there. Right. So the whole David Avenesian fight, the reason why it's getting so many slack is because you do have these versions. You do have the Boots. You do have, I don't know how well, everybody follows boxing, but you do have Blair Cobb, which is a little back and forth with that as well. You have entertainer fights out there. So for me, it's just basically, it's one of those things where, like I said again, it's not like we don't want to see Bud win. I enjoy watching Bud Crawford. He's one of my favorite fighters, but when you're wrong, you're wrong.
Right.
So I just feel like the way he went about it, it was so many better options and definitely better business ways to go about it, to still get what you want and still be entertaining and keep that pound for pound crown.
Right. Okay, my man. I appreciate you calling in and sounding off with us, man.
Yeah. I appreciate the time, Showboat. I love the channel, man.
All right, man. Thanks, man. Keep supporting it, man. We're gonna keep putting pressure on everybody. Hey, Bud felt that pressure, didn't he?
Yeah, you seen him smiling. You seen him smiling that live, man. Like, man, I got it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's needed. It's needed.
It's
And
needed,
like I was
man.
saying earlier, to kind of touch on that point, like I was saying earlier, what I was bringing up a big issue is these guys like Jake Paul, KSI, all that's doing is creating an avenue for these, for these other individuals instead of like our actual boxing stars to shine, because the best simply not fighting the best.
Right. Hey, but that's what they do, man. And I know a lot of these boxers are upset with these guys making money, but what you expect, you got to bring the audience in. You know what I mean? So you got to do promotions, you got to talk. And it was good finally see Bud get out there and talk, man. But at the end of the day, Bud really didn't say too much. You know what I mean? What we wanted to hear was, hey, man, me and Spence, this happening. For better or for worse, this happening this next round. Something. Say something. Don't say all this other stuff. I feel like it's smoke and mirrors, and at the very end, you say, hey, man, come support me, or you a hater. You know what I mean? Because I got to get on Twitter, man, and mess with him now. So Bud will probably fight me next. So hey, and D-Ray on there.
He's gonna be looking for you.
Hey, D-Ray.
Looking for you.
Hey, what D-Ray said? He said, man, come on up here to Nebraska. I said, man, I stand on my square too much. They'll be wanting to fight. But all right, man. Appreciate you calling in, fam.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, man.
Appreciate your time, Showboat.
All right, later, man. Yeah, man. It's crazy, ain't it? Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. But man, it's been a really good show, guys. Man, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody participating. Man, thank you for all the cash apps, man. You guys have supported the channel, man. Hey, I gotta give an applause to you guys, man, because it helps out a lot. It keeps the channel growing, man. Thank you guys so much, man, and appreciate it. We'll be back on tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. Make sure you guys be here to represent, and we all cook together, man. And like I said before, man, we say what we say, and we're going to stand on that square, so they going to stand on their square. That's straight up, no chaser. Till tomorrow night, man, I'm out. Peace.